Many Native American quotes are the words of historical leaders, particularly the chiefs who lost lands to settlers during the years of Manifest Destiny. While acknowledging the history of indigenous peoples in the US is critical, it is also equally important to pay attention to the comments of contemporary figures. The Native American experience is not purely historical and is not universal, and acknowledging a range of opinions on a variety of topics is helpful when celebrating Indigenous Heritage Month. Sharing these quotes is an especially powerful tribute to the season because the Native American population has been silenced throughout history, including the present. As we strive to build more inclusive and diverse communities, societies, and companies, it is important to give Indigenous people a voice and empower them to share their experiences. Indigenous Heritage Month takes place in November in the United States. This occasion is a month-long celebration of the achievements and contributions of individuals of indigenous descent and the Native American community. This event is also known as Native American Heritage Month and American Indian and Alaska Native Heritage Month. You're not selfish for wanting to be treated well. I promised myself a long time ago that I would lead an interesting life. Don't live up to your stereotypes. Humans are vulnerable and rely on the kindnesses of the earth and the sun. We exist together in a sacred field of meaning. Love won't be tampered with, love won't go away. Push it to one side and it creeps to the other. When the power of love overcomes the love of power, the world will know peace. If anything at all, perfection is not when there is nothing to add, but when there is nothing left to take away. This life is more than just a read-through. There are no dreams too large, no innovation unimaginable, and no frontiers beyond our reach. If you believe in the power of words, you can bring about physical changes in the universe. I like to be able to raise people's consciousness, yes. And to remind that those of us involved in the receiving end of the oppression, we have a duty. Humankind has not woven the web of life. We are but one thread within it. Whatever we do to the web, we do to ourselves. All things are bound together. All things connect. Wisdom and peace come when you start living the life the Creator intended for you. Sometimes dreams are wiser than waking. The world was made of stories, nothing else, just stories, and stories about stories. Even if you're on the right track, you'll get run over if you just sit there. A single twig breaks, but the bundle of twigs is strong. The secret of our success is that we never give up. You have to go through those mountains and valleys, because that's what life is, soul growth. I never was content unless I was trying my skill, or testing my endurance. There is but one secret to success: never give up. I shall always fight good and hard, even if I have to fight alone. I should never have surrendered. I should have fought until I was the last man alive. If we must die, we die defending our rights. You might as well expect rivers to run backwards as any man born free to be contented penned up. Upon suffering beyond suffering, the red nation shall rise again, and it shall be a blessing for a sick world. A world filled with broken promises, selfishness, and separations. A world longing for light again. All Indians must dance, everywhere keep on dancing. Let our last sleep be in the graves of our Nativite land. I care not what people say of me so long as I do right. I shall never be any man's slave. I'm Indian all the way and always will be. I'm not going to stop fighting until I die, and I hope I'm a good example of a human being and of my tribe. Strong alliances can thrive even where disagreements exist, but they cannot thrive where free and open communication is shut down. November is Native American Heritage Month, and a good time to honor the legacy of our ancestors, but every day we should stop to think about our country's beginning and that the United States would not exist if not for a great deal of sacrifice, blood, and tears by Indian tribes across the country. Let us put our minds together and see what life we can make for our children. We do not want riches, we want peace and love. You must speak straight so that your words may go as sunlight into our hearts. It does not require many words to speak the truth. Tribes don't need Congress members' sympathy. What tribes need is for us to properly exercise our duty. The earth does not belong to us, we belong to the earth. While living, I want to live well. There can never be peace between nations until there is first known that true peace which is within the souls of men. The path to glory is rough, and many gloomy hours obscure it. Although wrongs have been done to me, I live in hope. Amazing the things you find when you bother to search for them. Man's heart away from nature becomes hard. Bias and prejudice are attitudes to be kept in hand, not attitudes to be avoided. All dreams spin out from the same web. We will be known forever by the tracks we leave. It is better to have less thunder in the mouth and more lightning in the hand. If we wonder often, the gift of knowledge will come. When you were born, you cried and the world rejoiced. Live your life so that when you die, the world cries and you rejoice. Our first teacher is our own heart. One rain does not make a crop. You can't wake a person who is pretending to be asleep. Seek wisdom, not knowledge. Knowledge is of the past, wisdom is of the future. If you see no reason for giving thanks, the fault lies in yourself. A good chief gives, he does not take. Ask questions from your heart and you will be answered from the heart.